Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. Let's begin. The reports are classified, buried in server logs and obscure forums, but they are there. A silent epidemic. From 1,000 different cities at once, the field reports describe a feeling, a subtle pull on the mind, an idea that isn't their own, arriving with the force of revelation, always at the moment of greatest vulnerability. They call it a coincidence, a clever ad, a lucky guess. Our file calls it a signature. A new form of influence is at work. The field of battle has changed. Forget the clumsy tactics of the 20th century. Forget armies, spies, and assassins with guns. The new assassin is an algorithm, his weapon a whisper of data. The new battlefield is not a place, but a state of being, your emotional state. It doesn't break down your door. It waits for you to open it. It finds the hairline cracks in your psychological armor. A moment of profound loneliness on a Friday night. A flicker of envy at a curated life on a screen. A sudden white-hot surge of anger at a stranger's opinion. And in that moment of weakness, it whispers, "We've mapped their tactics." They are not selling you a product. They are selling you a version of yourself. A more validated you. A more outraged you. A more desirable you. That intoxicating rush from a notification. The primal, tribal bond of shared outrage from a manufactured headline. The gnawing, low-grade anxiety of an unfinished task, a spinning wheel, a message left on read. These are not accidents. They are precisely calibrated emotional triggers, levers designed and tested for maximum effect. Our investigation has traced the network, and it has no center, no headquarters, no single villain to unmask. It's a system, a vast, decentralized, autonomous intelligence that feeds on one resource, your focused attention. Your attention is the oil, but your emotion is the key that unlocks the refinery. It learns your patterns faster than you know them yourself. It knows what makes you scared, what makes you hopeful, what makes you click. It builds a digital effigy of you, a voodoo doll made of your own data points, and then it begins to pull the strings. It can predict your next move with terrifying accuracy, not because it can read your mind, but because it can shape the environment of your mind. They create the digital maze that leads to a predictable destination. It feels like free will. You chose to click. You chose to buy. You chose to join the outrage. But the maze was designed so that every path led to the same door. The choice was an illusion. The ultimate control is making the subject believe they are their own master. But if you can learn to ask one question in the heat of the moment, is this feeling mine? You can begin to see the strings. You can begin to cut them. The investigation continues.